Percussion instruments are those that you hit or shake, and their chief function is to pick out rhythms and add color. Many of the percussion instruments came to the orchestra by way of the army. The timpani, for instance, came from the two drums slung on either side of a horse and played by a mounted drummer. The timpani are the most important percussion instruments. The player has 2, 3, or sometimes 4 in front of him, each of them tuned to a different note. Drums can be tuned to any notes the composer may ask for. This is done either by tightening or loosening the taps round the rim of the drum, or by a pedal. With a pedal you can get this effect. The timpani can produce many subtle effects, and it can play very loudly and very quietly. Here is the beginning of Berlioz's March to the Scaffold. The bass drum also came from military bands, and it can produce sounds like distant thunder or cannon fire. The cymbals can be played in several ways. Clashed together like this, or one cymbal can be held up and struck with a soft stick. Or, for a faint, delicate sound, the edges of two cymbals can be lightly brushed together. You play a triangle with single strokes or with a row. This is the tam-tam or gong, a large heavy disc of metal. Now for two instruments which suggest the dances of southern Europe. The tambourine is a small shallow drum with jingles all the way round the side. It can be hit and shaken like this, or tapped against the knee, percussion player can wet a finger and run it round the edge of the tambourine, producing this effect. And now the castanets, two pieces of hollowed out hard wood clicked together. The whip, consisting of two pieces of wood hinged together, simulates the crack of a whip. Several percussion instruments have come to us from Latin America. Maracas, like baby rattles, gourds, scraped with a stick, claves, clicked together. Here they are playing a Latin American rhythm. The instrument you heard playing the tune at the end was the marimba. Here are some other percussion instruments that can play tunes. First, the xylophone, a row of tuned strips of hardwood. The vibraphone, which is played somewhat similarly to the xylophone, has a rotating mechanical device which gives the sound a pulsating quality. Instruments like the xylophone are found in many parts of Asia and Africa. Similar to the xylophone is the glockenspiel, but with strips of metal instead of wood. This makes a silvery bell-like sound. Big tubular bells produce a sound like church bells.